What's up, everyone? I'm back, and today, for this day 4 of 100 Days of Code, we're going to be putting together a responsive website development using HTML5 and CSS Grid. So, let's get developing. Alright, everybody, welcome back. So, as I was stating, we're going to be diving into responsive web design today, and from HTML5 and CSS Grid. And this is basically what we're going to be building out today. And if you decide to code along with me, you'll be able to find images located on my GitHub account. But this is what we're going to be creating today. And depending on how long the video rolls out, I might decide to break this up into different parts. We'll go through and build out the HTML today, and then the next day we'll style up what you're seeing right here, and then after that we'll move into the media queries where we'll start building out the layout for the iPads and desktop versions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and open up our code editors. I'm using Visual Studio Code, and let's go ahead and navigate where we're gonna keep our files. And as usual, I'm gonna navigate to the documents folder, my DWJ, and 100 Days of Code. And I call this file Tech Cool. So that's what I'm gonna be opening right now. And as I said before, you can, if you're coding along with me, you can find all the images located on my GitHub account. So let's go ahead and open up the HTML and get started. Alright, so since I'm using Visual Studio Code, it comes with Emmet already installed. So if you have Emmet installed on your IDE, go ahead and hit explanation and tab, and that'll bring out the skeleton for the HTML5. Okay, what we have up top is the doc type for HTML5, and right underneath there's HTML lang en. That's telling the computer or the servers that it's English that we're gonna be using. And the metacar set UTF, that's just the character sets for the language that we're gonna be using also. And you see right underneath it has the meta name viewport, content width, device width, and initial scale is 1.0. That's just letting your mobile devices know that you're not going to be able to scale the site up and down too much while you're viewing it on mobile devices. And right underneath that is HTTP content, i.e. Edge. That's just basically saying that this site's going to be compatible for IE Edge and above. So now, with that out the way, we're also going to be using Font Awesome for this site. So let's open up your browser and go to fontawesome.com. Then we're going to click on Start Using for Free. And we're going to copy this first link that we see right here. After we do that, let's go back to our code. And right above the document title, we're going to paste that in. We then go down to the next line. We're gonna link up our style sheet. So type link and tab, and in the href we can just navigate to our where we got our CSS in our CSS folder, style.css. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and change the title tag to tech cool, which is gonna be the name of our document. And then we're gonna get started. Okay, first of all, I want to let you know that HTML, the computer reads the HTML document from top to bottom. So as you see in the website, it's gonna go from top to bottom, just like this. So we want to go through and style everything out accordingly. So starting with the head of the website, we're gonna call header, which is HTML5 tag, and then within here we're gonna go ahead and create a placeholder for our image. So I'm gonna create a div called BG image. And that's all we're gonna be needing for that, because we're gonna upload the image through CSS later on. Then right below that, I'm gonna give a title for the page in the H1, and we said tech cool. Then right up underneath that, we're gonna create a paragraph tag where we're gonna put all your tech needs covered. Okay, then we're gonna create a button tag, and type in the value for that is get your free consultation. Okay, so now that we got that out the way, we gotta think about, are we gonna need any kind of IDs or classes to go along with these? And I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the text that we have here inside of another div, so it'll be easier to manipulate. So I'm gonna give it a class of header content, and then I'm just grab everything and place it inside this div. This is just for better ease of styling. Okay, so now that we got the header, now let's move on to the main area of our website. Another HTML5 tag, main, and we're gonna give this a class of main area. And everything else from here on out will go within this main tag here. It's kind of used like as a wrapper for the whole section. So the first section that we come up on the website is the cards. I set these up as our cards. So that's what we're gonna be going into now. So I'm gonna just say section. I'm gonna give it a class of cards, and then within the section, I'm gonna go ahead and create the cards. I'm gonna use a list items to create the cards. So we have to go UL, and then I'm gonna give this a class of cards wrap. And then within here we're gonna have our different LIs. So LI class cards item, and then we're gonna have two divisions within this LI. So we're gonna have a place for the card for the image. So let's make a div and call it cards image. And now that I see we have a little error typo here, go ahead and correct that. So within the cards image division, we're gonna place the image. And our first image is gonna be the mobile phone. So we're gonna create the img tag, and then we're gonna go into our images folder, and then put our mobile phone image within here. And we're gonna use our alt, which is good for SEO. We're gonna just say mobile development. So if for some reason the web page doesn't show the image, it'll show the alt text. So you want to make sure you have a descriptive alt text. And even if you do have a image up here and it doesn't show, the search engines will still be able to crawl your site and know what these images are, and maybe give you a better ranking in Google. So now we got the image in here, I'm going to place a H3 tag, which is going to be another description for the image. And we're going to say mobile development. Okay, so now go to the other div that we're gonna have inside of here, and it's gonna be the content area. So cards, content, and then we're gonna just put a paragraph tag in here. We're gonna just place some lorem ipsum in here for right now. So using Emmet, all you have to do is go lorem and how many words you want generated. So I want 20 words, so I'm gonna type lorem 20 and tab, and it'll generate 20 words for me. So now all that's typed out, that's our first card. So I'm gonna go and highlight this whole LI. I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna paste it 2 more times. Oh, we have 4, so let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, we only have 3 cards, so yep, all we need to do is copy it 2 more times, and then we're just gonna change the image and the alt text and the H3. So this one is going to be the photo.jpg. We'll say photography. And our H3 is going to say photography as well. And for the last one, that's going to be the video. So we have for the video JPEG. In the alt text, we're gonna put video creation. As well as the H3. Okay, since we have all that already typed out, we can go ahead and move on to the next section in our site here, which is going to be the about section. So let's create another section. First of all, we can go ahead and label it about tech cool. While we go through, while we're at it, give labels for all the rest of them as well. Cards. And then we can put up here header. It's always good to comment your code, so if you ever have to go back a long time from now, you'll remember what everything was for and where everything was at. So now that we got that done out the way, let's go ahead and create another section and call it about. And this one here, we're just gonna have two divisions. We're gonna have one for the image and one for the content. So about, or we can just say company image, and then we're going to place the image here, and it's also located within the images folder. And I got that placed on the tech cool JPEG. And then in our alt text, we can say tech cool. And then the next division is the about content. We're going to place a H3 for the title, and it's 411 on tech cool. Then we're going to put a paragraph with 40 words of long Epson text. Alright, so now we're good to move on to the next section, which is going to be the portfolio. And the portfolio It's gonna be similar to the card section. We're gonna put them into a list item. So let's go ahead and do that. Portfolio section as our comment. Then we're going to create a section tag, give it a class of portfolio. Then we're going to create the unordered list, give it portfolio list. Okay, then the list item, we're going to give a class of portfolio list item. And then inside the list item, we're going to have a div for the image. Portfolio image. And then we're going to place the image in here. All four of them is going to have the same image. So we're going to find it in the images folder. And I placed it as portfolio.jpg. Then we can just put portfolio 1. And then underneath that division, we're going to have a division for the content. So portfolio content. And then we're going to have a H3, sorry about that, portfolio 1. And then we're going to have a paragraph with 20 words of lorem ipsum. Okay, so now that's complete. We can just go and copy our li, and we're going to paste it 3 more times. And then we're going to just change the image and the headline. So this one here, all the image is going to stay the same. So all we have to do is change the headline and alt tag. So that's 2. That's 2. This is 3. Oops, I think I made another typo. This is going to be 2. It's easy to fix. This is going to be 3. And this one here is going to be 4. Alright, so that's corrected. Now for the next section, we're going to have the customer comment section. But let's go around and format this up a little bit better. get started. Alright, so now, like I said, we're going to do the comment section. Because it's always good to have what your customers are saying. That's going to give you a little bit more, boost your company up a little bit more. So, with this one here, we're going to have a divider. So, we're just going to put that in a division, a div. We'll say comment divider or divide, and then we'll give this H3, and we'll say what the customers are saying. Then underneath that, we'll place our section, and we'll call it user comments. Okay, then we have basically two divs. So we're gonna separate these out. We're gonna say user comment wrapper. Then we're gonna have a place for the image. User comments image, and then we're gonna go through and place the images, which is found in the image folder. And then this first one is I put this one in the newsman JPEG, and then we can put user one, and then up underneath that we're gonna put the comment user comments comment and then place the paragraph tag with, I think I put 30 words of Lorem Ipsum in this one, so Lorem 30. Okay, we can copy this and copy it 2 more times. Let's go ahead and make it look presentable. Okay, then we can change up the images. So instead of news, I think this one's, the next one's beach.jpg, because he's sitting at the beach. User 2. And then the last one is female.jpg, and that's user 3. So for our next section, we have the contact section. So let's go ahead and make our comment here. Contact. Create a section, call it contact. And then in here it's going to be real short and sweet. We're going to put H3. We're going to say let's keep in contact. And that's what you want the users to do, keep in contact. Alright, then we're going to put a paragraph here. And this would be like for the company's email address. So what I got here is info@techcool.tech. And then last but not least, we have our footer. And place that within a footer tag. And then we're going to have paragraph, and we're going to put we're going to use the HTML code at copy, and then 2019, then tech cool. Oops. Then after that, we're going to place a division for the social. And within here, we can go to find awesome and get the icons that we're going to be using. Alright, we need to find an icon for GitHub. And we can copy that. We need to find a icon for Twitter. We can copy that. And wouldn't be good to leave Instagram out. And copy that. Alright, so let's go ahead and save this. And see what it looks like. Let's go ahead and go to I'm gonna go ahead and go to my terminal and do live server. And doesn't look too pretty right now, but we have everything that we've coded up within the page. So on the next part, we'll go through and we'll style it up to make it look like to make it look more presentable. But for now, this is what we have. Everything and all of its unstyled glory. That's portfolio 1. This is portfolio 2. And if you choose not to use the images I just got through using, I found these images on Unsplash. You can just go to Unsplash and find you some images that you want to use with this website creation that we're doing now. But this is what we got for now. And we're almost there at the bottom of the page. And we see everything showing up that we coded up. So until next time, when we code up the site, that'll be about it. Alright everyone, now that we got the HTML out of the way, in part 2 of this series, we'll go through and start styling up the application using mobile first approach, where we'll start building out the mobile views and then go into the media queries where we'll start building out the larger views such as the iPad, and then go to the desktop views. But as usual, if you got any good information from this video, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't by now, go ahead and subscribe and smash that bell icon right next to it so that you'll be notified of the next time that I come out with a video. But until the next time, keep developing.